All right, pal. Have a good show.
What's going on, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, hope all is well. Hope all is well. Last couple weeks, you guys seen me from the good old studio, but today I am back at home. I'm chilling. But we gonna be, we talked about it. I had to bring it back like the last couple weeks, and it was just talking about connections and community. So I did two shows on that right there. But now we gonna move on, right? We're gonna go left, exit stage left. It's almost the end of the season. Oh my gosh, I am excited. I'm excited. But hey, man, we still got something to talk about though, because we talk about embracing vulnerability today. I think I did a video just recently. It was dope, man. It was really dope. But it really, when you talk about embracing vulnerability, you're talking about getting, letting people behind your mask type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like let people behind the mask and really talk about who they are and what they are for the world and all of that stuff. So I think that's a huge topic, and as we are shifting, right? Like we're shifting from where we are to what we would desire to be, right? Where we are to what we desire to be. So, it would do me disjustice or disservice or all those big words in the world if I didn't bring this up right here. So here's the journal. I guess you guys remember I was telling you about it. I was telling you about the journal, the Journey of Being journal, right? The PDF version, right? I was telling you about the PDF version, but this is the actual joint. Like I wanted to bring, we talking about vulnerability, man. Vulnerability is one of those things, man. I remember when my therapist said, she said, you got vulnerability issues. And I said, what? Like, man. Oh, here you go. And you'll find that in my journal, because this show and everything I do is pretty much based off of this journal right here, right? Because this journal saved my life last year. I wouldn't be on here right now if I didn't go through this journal and really pull out those weeds, man. Like this journal right here is dope journal. It's right here. So I'm gonna start the show off. I'm gonna dive into that, but I have to share this right here, though. Like, this is a powerful, this book, right? Like this journal will be an inspiration to the world, not down in your community. It's going to be an inspiration in your community, but the world. And I'm going to share this because everybody has a little bit of vulnerability issues, right? Like everybody, no matter what. So we're going to embrace vulnerability. So, right. So vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Brené Brown. So reflect on a recent moment of vulnerability. Embrace it as a sign of strength and authenticity. How do I feel about being vulnerable? That's question one. In what areas of my life do I resist vulnerability? Like, think about it. Resisting vulnerability. It's, you know what I mean? It happens. It's like we're open, we express it these different ways, but we come out the wound, right? We come out the wound after your mom stomach, and we come out of there. We gotta grow as a kid. Like we gotta grow as a kid. So when we grow as a kid, it's like, all right, we all have to be a youth, playing on the monkey bars, chasing some little girls or some little boys for the women. And then you start getting to adolescent stage and you're going to have some vulnerable situations. It's just inevitable, right? You can't say you're not, because That would be a lie. How does vulnerability help me grow? So it's really taking off that mask, like being transparent, authentic, right? It says vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. So when you really start diving in, that's where it at. That's when you start being vulnerable. Like, telling you, man, what fears do I associate with being vulnerable? What fears do you associate with being like, man? Like, what fears do I got? With being vulnerable, man. Like I've been vulnerable on this podcast all season, and I've been on here just sharing some intimate stuff. I started off being vulnerable, right? I told you guys I lost my wife. I seen her take her last breath. Almost got blown up in Afghanistan. You know, I was so vulnerable when it comes down to it, right? So I got some stuff in my eyes. I was so vulnerable when it came down to it. So I did define vulnerability, though. How does embracing vulnerability bring me closer to my true self? When you step into your authentic, transparent self, a world of possibilities open up. When you step into your authentic self, like when you really be your authentic self, a world of possibilities open up for you. A world you ain't never seen before. Like in your world, what does it look like if you don't have vulnerability? Like if vulnerability mask was taken off and you had to be your authentic self, what does that look like? What does that smell like? What does that taste like? If you had to be your authentic self, like really. And I want to ask you this question. I know I kind of jumped in and, you know, boom, right? Like, if I was to ask you a question, like, what would vulnerability look like? Are you vulnerable with your finances? Are you vulnerable with your relationships? Are you vulnerable with your family? Because vulnerability falls under when somebody passed away or, transition or died. Being vulnerable said, man, I'm depressed, right? Because some people oh, he's big, so he ain't got no issues going on. But she ain't got no issues. How many people commit suicide every single day that suffer and not being vulnerable, and they pick the other way? So think about that for a moment when you think about life. So embracing vulnerability, man. But hey, you gotta get this, man. You can find it on Amazon. Go get your copy. If you would like a copy, definitely hit me up on that. You can download it on Discord, man. Like it's so many. Oh my gosh, effort. The greatest effort is the greatest. The greater the effort, the greater the glory. That's day 6. I'm talking about it is walking you through how to do it. It's no holds bar. It's gonna guide you through that. We're talking about visualizing. It's going from acceptance. So the book is The Journey of Being, 30-day guided journal to acceptance, transformation, and mastery. Hey, check this out. Shout out to my boy Zulu. Zulu got me right. And he just ordered 10 books. Hey, he worked for this company out in Jacksonville, Florida. And man, he's a business manager. Zulu is an ex-Marine. Hey, dude is a brilliant mind. But he transcribed this to Spanish for me. We about to change the game with this. So my Spanish community, we got you today. Today I actually published it, right? I published it today. So it looks similar to this, a little bit different though. But hey, you can get the journal on the Discord today. You ain't if you want the actual copy so you can go through it and write it, you ain't gotta print it out. You join the Discord, you're gonna get that. But If you want the actual copy, go on Amazon. Get the Spanish version. You know a Spanish friend? Toss it. Give it to them. Right? Like buy one and give it one to a friend. You know, can I give you guys a secret? I'm gonna give you guys a secret right here. Like, you want to get a friend? Give them a gift. This gift right here, this book right here, is indispensable. Like this book is, words cannot express how much value by you giving this book out. And you can find it on Amazon, or you can go to my Discord, or you can go to, hey, hit me up on my IG, Mr. Dominique 2.0, Mr. Dominique 2.0 on IG and TikTok. Let me tell you, if you want to get a book, go hit me up on the inbox. Facebook, Brandon Abbey. There you go. Hey, will you hit me up on the inbox? You know, I got battle tested podcast. Battle tested, what doesn't break you builds your brand. On Facebook, you can go join the group. Hey, you can find a book there. I'm telling you, we got multiple places where you can get it. I'll shoot you the PayPal link. You can get it. I'll send it around the world. I don't care. You can be in the book. Yeah, that. You can be there in the world, and I will send it to there. Like, if they got it, they can ship it there, I'll get it to you. Okay? Right? So you can get it to Amazon too. Boom. So, hey, but man, it started out with vulnerability. You must walk this line straight and narrow. But you know, one of the biggest things is staying strong. It's okay to be vulnerable. It is. It's so okay to be vulnerable, man. Like, we talked about a lot of things last week, and it kind of led me into this week. Well, but really, vulnerability is not weakness; it's an emotional conditioning, right? Like, it takes reps. Vulnerability takes reps. It takes some passion. It takes some effort. The greater the effort, the greater the glory. The greater the effort, the greater the glory. You think about that. Hey, man, I got to drink some water on that right there. I'm telling you. Greater the effort, greater glory. When the last time you told yourself the truth about how you really feel? When the last time you told yourself the truth about how you really feel? How you really feel? Hey, man, I feel right now a lot of things, a lot of ups and downs in life. But hey, like I like I told you guys, like, I'm in this course or whatever, and I'm putting together. I'm a coach, man. Like you hear me on here, I'm a coach. That's what I do. I love it to do it. It's so natural for me. Empowerment through transformation, and this journal right here. People, right? Like people, like this journal right here, absolutely created the person I am today. By me creating this journal, going through it myself, is one thing to put it together, you know what I mean, create it. Is another thing to go through it, though. I want that to sink in for a little bit for the people in the back. It's one thing to create it. It's another thing to go through it. It's two different things, because you're in a creator's mind, and then you're in a student mind. It's one thing to create this, and then there's another thing to really go through it. Like, go through it, because, like, man, nobody likes to get stuck in the mud. Nobody. There's a lot of sayings and quotes that I have going on in my mind right now. You can't change yesterday. You can only affect today and tomorrow. You can't change yesterday. You can only affect today and tomorrow. Let that sink in for you. Let it sink in. You can't change yesterday. You can only affect today and tomorrow. Guys, all right, let's do social media check-in. Go and follow me on Mr. Diamond Inc. 2.0, Mr. Diamond Inc. 2.0 on Facebook. I mean on Instagram and TikTok. Mr. Diamond Inc. MrDiamondInk 2.0 at IG and TikTok. Let's go. Let's keep on moving, man. Hey, personal story, man. Fear of failure, man. Like, man, you might see it on my board right here. I'll tell you guys a vulnerable story and that I just overcame the other day. What's today? Friday? I just overcome something today. Not today, but like 2 days ago on the 3rd, right? It's the 3rd. The 3rd, I overcame something massive in my life, right? I made a stupid mistake as a youth. And in the 3rd grade, and I brought a knife to school because I was being bullied. And when I was being bullied, my best friend, he shared with the teacher that I had it in my bag. I was looking for a pencil, and he shared that it was, I had it in my bag. I was so distraught. I was so scared. I was scared. I was distraught. It was not the time for it. So yeah, it was absolutely not the time for it. So yeah, so I was not the time for it. It was not the time for it. So, man, like it was like, yeah, I brought a knife to school, and man, it absolutely rocked my world. And we talking about that stuck with me, right? That was like, let me tell you how that was. Because I'm being vulnerable right now. So that was like ground zero of World Trade Center for me in my life. That one moment, that one moment created my life. It created who I am today. That one moment created who I am today. Why do I say that? Because I was 8 years old and I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. I felt, trust issues. I dealt with that. Like that right there, anxiety. It was so many things that I dealt with that day that carried on. I lost my self-expression. So the person you see today is not that person then. I lost my self-expression. I lost so many things that day. And I ended up failing I failed that year. And I got this thing in my life. It was saying, don't like to fail, right? Like, don't like to fail. Even though I've been super crazy successful. I've been crazy successful. And don't like to fail. I carried that around with me for 31 years. Don't like to fail. Even though I've been successful. But you think about it, like, I don't like to fail. But like, don't like to fail. And so I had a fear of failure. So a lot of the things I had in my mind, I got so many guys, like my brain operates like a machine. Like, and I feared failure. If I didn't get it right, I didn't mess with it. Like, that's why I'm being vulnerable right now. Because somebody out there is feeling that same way. Somebody out there is feeling that same way. Fear of failure. Here's the tool. that can help you get started with that. Here's the tool. It's a tool. It's a tool. Here's a tool that can help you on your journey. This is a tool that can help you on your journey right here. I'm telling you. Like, I'm not here to sell you, but like, if I didn't go through this right here, I would not be on this podcast doing, bro, like I just did. You think it's my 16th, 15th, 16th episode? In 105 days, I did 115,000 new listeners. I went from 152,000 to 267,000 people listening in on the podcast. That's crazy numbers, right? Like, you think about that right there. That's 75% increase. Anywhere, 75% increase. Where can you go in the world that you get a 75% increase in 3 months? In a little over 3 months. Where can you go in the world that you can get a 75% increase in 3 months? I don't know. I don't know. Please share with me if you got some answers for me. Right? I'm that guy though. Right? And I'm just figuring out that I didn't like to fail. Just imagine what's about to happen now. What? I'm telling you guys that this right here, this that thing right here. Right? And I got a coaching program coming along. Hey, it's called Battle Tested Academy with Intensive. It's an identity shift, man. I'm about to shift your identity. I'm going to tell you that. I'm giving it to you right now, but I'm going to have more information next week. I'm about to shift your identity. You're going to take advantage of this. I'm going to shift your identity. We're going to take this thing to the next level. It's a 2-day intensive. I'm going to break it down to you. We're going to have a webinar. I'm going to have the information for you, okay? We're about to take this thing to the next level. Don't miss out. I tell you, don't miss out. If you want your life back, like, you see this guy. I went down to the bottom of the mud when my wife transitioned. When she passed away, I went to the bottom of the mud. I went there. Like, I went there. Like, there's no, you might hear see me quiet and all that. I went down there. But this book right here will impact people around the world. We're getting this in English. Now it's in English. Now it's in Spanish. What? Then it's going to be in French. Then it's going to be in Portuguese. Right? Like, let's go. Hey, this journal right here. We're going to change this thing to change the world. Right? So, hey, relationship anxiety, man. Relationship anxiety. Man, relationships, they come up and down, man. Like, but you got to be vulnerable with them. Like, you got to hold on to them things like they are the end all be all, because any moment they can be. Carry everything in your house. Man, like, you are your brand. You are the brand, man. Nothing else. You are that, right? You that, you that, That's what I want you to know. Guys, if you knew, like, just so you know, yesterday was my late wife's birthday. Ebony, shout out to Ebony. Rest in peace. Salute to you, girl. Yesterday was her birthday, though, man. She turned freaking 41. She would have been 41. She, you know, most people think about it like that. Like, for me, you know, I just try not to think about that stuff too much because, you know. But I'm going to talk some sports in it. I think this right here, we talking about somebody vulnerable. Man, my boy Terrence Crawford, he got stripped from the WBC super middleweight championships. Man, that was trash. Man, that was trash. Super middleweight WBC, that was trash. Can't nobody beat him. Why y'all strip his title? Because he don't want to pay y'all some money. Come on, bro. Like, the other, man, come on. They tripping, bro. They stripped his title. Really? Can't nobody beat him. That's why. Can't nobody beat him. He beat the freak out of Canelo. Everybody know it. Shador. Shador Sanders is the starting quarterback. They playing the Tennessee Titans this weekend, right? Playing the number 1 draft pick, Ward. They like 1-11 right now. So Shador, they 3-8, 9, 3-9. Like, my Falcons, we tanking. We tanked. Ain't no tanking. We tanked. We tanked. We lost our quarterback a couple of weeks ago, Penix. We wasn't doing anything. Went Heat before he went down anyways. But Penix went down with an ACL or like a torn meniscus. He's out for the year. Right? We got Georgia. Georgia laying some smoke down. Right? Like Georgia laying that smoke down right now. They got some things going on, and going on is what they have going, right? The uniform. Man, you must protect your brand. Be vulnerable. Share with people how you feel. What would life look like if somebody got in your world? If you're a business owner and you got in somebody's world, I'm gonna give you a gift, guys. Imagine you're a business owner, right? You sell products and all that stuff. You are great at what you do. You got a great product, but like you try to sell, you attempt to sell, and you don't get a lot of sales. But then you change this one thing, say, hey, what would it feel like, or what would it be like if you had X, Y, and Z? Let them answer. How is the world opening up for you at this moment? Like, you got to be able to get in people's world. It's inevitable, right? Mental. But I'm gonna go like it's the 4 faces of vulnerability, man. Like mental vulnerability, being honest with your thoughts, your self-care, your everything. Like you got to be honest with your thoughts, your fears. Like be open to them, man. Like don't let them overwhelm you and let them pile up on you. If you do that, you're gonna be setting yourself up from failure, right? Like you got to do a daily check-in, emotional check-in with yourself. How do I feel today? You know, I was talking to a coach earlier today, and I was like, man, she was like, hey, when you call, you gotta set the date up on it. I'm like, okay. Then she came back and she was like, hey, so how did it go? I was like, it was good. Did you set the date? I'm like, no, I didn't. You think about it. Some of the conversations I wasn't vulnerable with, but so I'm glad. Hey, as I'm talking right now, just know I'm listening too, right? I'm talking and listening, and I'm gonna go back and watch this show and all of that stuff. But vulnerability is so important. Social vulnerability, like you talking about your performance, your ego. Like judging people, like how being able to judge, and your purpose vulnerability. Like, what is your purpose? Like, what are you willing to evolve into? Who are you willing to evolve into? Like if nobody knows who you are, then nobody knows who you are, man. Like it's okay, but be vulnerable, man. It's okay. Because truth and courage allows you to have a breakthrough in your life. And you probably gathered that I've kind of calmed down a little bit because I'm really soaking into what I'm sharing with you guys, man. Like vulnerability is so important, man. Like you don't know what you don't know. Vulnerability is one of those things, and I think that's a space that we don't even talk about a lot. Like I gotta be vulnerable to talk about. I don't I don't necessarily to do certain things. Like I don't like to be around a lot of large amount of people because I was in the military, but I do, But I'm telling you guys to be vulnerable about that. It's okay to not. But I am a social butterfly too, by the way. But sometimes I just don't like to be around a lot of people, especially when I got a lot of things going on. Right? Like I don't like to be asked a lot of questions, right? Because I listen. But like you can stay battle ready You can stay battle ready. And you can use that I scored. ISCAORED. ISCAORED. Right? I scored. Identify, schedule, consult, or control, analyze, optimize, route, evaluate, and deliver. So identify what's the truth that scares you in the face, right? So schedule when can I give myself some time and space to fill it? When can I, really write this down. If you got a pen and paper, guys, hey, I'm giving the goose. Hey, so I'm giving the juice right now, right? Identify what's the truth that scares me, right? Number two, schedule. When will I give myself time to feel, right? Control or consult. Set boundaries around the emotional capacity, right? Analyze. Is this fear real or rehearsal? Is this fear real or rehearsal? Just know that, man. Be one with yourself, because only you know. It's only you know. Right? Optimize. Turn vulnerability into strategy. Utilizing your journal. I got you. You can go to Amazon and grab one. You can go to Facebook and grab one. Right? Go follow me at Brandon Abbey on Facebook. Brandon Abbey at Facebook. Brandon Abbey on Facebook. You know what? Next week, I will definitely put up my my brand page. Right? I got a author page. I got a coach page or whatever. I'm just gonna add it. I might if you got your phone, I might do a YouTube. I might do a QR code or something like that. Okay, cool. So we're gonna optimize. We're gonna turn those vulnerabilities into strategies, and we're gonna utilize. We're gonna put this, I'm gonna give you guys the game. Grab a journal. In 90 days, you can have a book out. Grab one of these journals. In 90 days, you can have a book out. Grab a journal. In 90 days, you can have a book out. Period. I promise you, guarantee it. 90 days, you can have, honoring your feelings. Honor your feelings. Celebrating your wins. Practicing practice. And practicing patience. Sorry. All right. Route. Direct your thoughts. Direct them. Direct where they are. Your creativity. Evaluate your connection of who you are as a person. Evaluate that. Evaluate that stuff, man. Here's one of my favorite segments, though. One of my favorite segments is Beyond the Uniform. Today, we ain't going to talk about any veterans, but Beyond the Uniform is about veterans. So, we had Veterans Day last month, and we got so many people that are being impacted in the world. Like the government opened back up or whatever. So they giving EBT out again. The former commander of U.S. Southern Command stepped down because Department of War Secretary ordered him to do something and that was illegal. Now they going to Congress. That's crazy. Man, that is wild. I don't know if you knew about that, but check out the news. That's wild, right? He was like, nah, I'm good. Nah. An hour later, he was like, here's my letter of resignation. What? That's wild. That's bananas, man. If you ain't know, watch it. Go watch it. Check it out. Vulnerability. Man, you don't lose your identity. Be vulnerable. Yeah. Admitting your frustration without losing your identity. Being transparent. You got to be transparent with it. It's a part of the life, man. It's new level, new eyes, new watching, man. Just know new level, new eyes are watching. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable with yourself too. You're able to, if you can be able to do some things, be vulnerable with yourself. Every rebuild requires honesty. Every rebuild requires honesty. The higher you rise, the more pressure grows. The higher you rise, the more pressure grows. Everyone expects perfection, man. Like people, but we gotta start giving some grace though, man. Gotta start giving some grace beyond the uniform. Right. But we gotta start giving some grace, man. Man, I tell you, this journal right here, this journal right here saved my life, man. Like, I'm not saying that lightly either, bro. Like, yes, I published the journal. Yes, I created the journal, man. Like, yes, I did. But this journal saved my life. Like, I was a creator of it. And then I published it. Like, I went through it. And this thing is... I'm about to go back through it, too. Just by the way. So, I think I might do a challenge, though. What do you guys think about that? A challenge. You get your journal and you just challenge, like, the journey of being 30-day challenge. Like, we go through this journey and we share. I might create a Facebook group like that and really create a freaking movement. The journey of being 30-day challenge. Man, what you guys think about that? Like, I sell about you know what I mean? We get about 100,000 people making an inspiration in their life. What do you guys think about that? Like, and be able to share it with someone. Like, this is a great gift for Christmas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we give toys and shoes. Well, what if you gave somebody this right here and you changed their life? What if that was the case? What if you bought 10 of these? Like, what if you bought like 50 of these and just gave it away to a nonprofit? What if you did that? How many? You have changed 50 lives, but you've changed generations as well. What if that happened? Like, what do you think? What do you think would the world be impacted with? Like, the higher the rise, the more pressure grows, right? Like, think about that. Vulnerability is not weakness; it's real life. Being relatable, like being relatable, and so vulnerability is, it really allows you to create an emotional safety for yourself. Yeah, it's allows you to create that safety. Like, hey, I'm not feeling this or I'm not feeling that. Like, it removes the label of assumption. Like, we assume so many things in the space. Like, I would definitely say, man, but this journal right here, no lie, this journal changed my life, man. I wouldn't be who I am today. And I went back through, I did an inventory this year, what I've accomplished, right? I went through Landmark in February. I went through, March. I got baptized in March. In April, nothing. May, I went to Thailand. June, I went to the advanced course for Landmark. July, I got interviewed twice. I met the former Prime Minister of North Africa. I launched a media company in August, started my podcast, started 152,000. In September, I launched Resilient Roots, Resilient Roots Network. Then in October, I got this. I can't speak on that right now. It's in the works though. Something big with the Roku channel and Resilient Roots, and then we're here. Like, I'm in a leadership training program now. I'm talking about where Don't Like to Fail came up the other day, and it absolutely impacted. So just imagine, like, all I do is win, no matter what. Right? Imagine that, right? The people, like, imagine you start singing, all I do is win. Like, really, I ain't know, but not all I do is win, no matter what. Like, you get that type of energy in your life every single day. What would that look like for you in your life right now? right now, at this moment. It started with this journal. All I do is win. Win, win, win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I tell you, man. Hey, you got it. You are the greatest. Nobody can walk in your shoes. Nobody has walked through your shoes. You are unique. You are a gift. Fear of failure is a lie. Look how far you've come and judge based on that. Look how far you've come and base it and judge based on that. Look how far you've come and judge based on that. Right there. Right there. That moment right there. The present moment is the only moment available to us. It's the door to all moments. You don't get yesterday back. You don't get tomorrow, but you got these 24 hours in this moment right here. You're on this podcast. You are listening to Battle Tested. What doesn't break you builds your brand. We're talking about embracing vulnerability. And I am on fire right now because it is time for people to take action in this world, or you won't have a world. It's things that you're meant to take care of this world and you not doing what you're supposed to do. That's how I feel. That's where I don't like to fail, cease to exist. When it comes down, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Right? If it's meant to be, it's up to me. I'm not saying go from 0 to 100 real quick, but what I am saying, hey, let's put some practical exercises in place and put practical things in place so we can take this world over. We can go to the next level, because vulnerability improves your clarity, it aligns your expectations, it removes assumptions, and it creates that emotional safety for you. So when we vulnerable, you ain't got no fear of failure, right? Fear of failure. What's one truth I've been scared to share that I would help me win together? One truth that would help me win together. And I think I ain't been scared to share it. I haven't shared it though. So I guess I would have been scared to share it. I haven't shared it, man. I'm in 16, we talking about like 15, 16 weeks. And it's the first time you guys seen this journal. So I guess I've been scared to share it. But now I'm not scared to share. Like, hey, all we do is win. If we all have, just imagine five people that had that mentality or mindset. That mentality or mindset of that right there. That right there. 5 people had a mentality, all I do is win. Like today, I just published a journal today, right? Spanish journal. Boom. Got a win this week, right? I was on coaching calls all day. Got a win this week. Boom. Let's get it. Like, what we got going on? Like, let's get a win. Like, that's a huge win. Just expanded the market, baby. Just expanded the market, baby. We going to Spanish. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, we got to fall in those deep things that helps make change in the world. Desire to deeper conversations. Like, you got to have those desires to be in a deeper conversation. And you got to have those complete, honest financial conversations, man. Like emotional fatigue and like, hey, I need help. Like, most people don't say, hey, I need help. Like, let me tell you, I've been vulnerable already on here today, man. And man, I'm telling you, before I did this book, I was coming out of a deep depression, man. I was coming out of a deep depression before I did this journal. In Landmark this year, I was coming out of a deep depression. We talked about a year and a half that I was about a year and a half. I was in it almost 2 years. I was in in where I live at now. And I was in deep depression. You know, my first year, it was like, man, I was running, but I knew that I had to move from where I was at. I was in Atlanta. I had to move from Atlanta. So because I dealt with, and I'm being vulnerable right now, guys, because I dealt with a lot of anxiety, right? And the reason why I dealt with anxiety was this. Anxiety had me doing because I did 4 tours in 6 years in the military. 4 tours. When I say 4 tours, I'm talking about I did Iraq, 2006, 2007, 10 months. I did Ecuador, 2008, 2008. So I think February to August, 2008. So boom. I put on Staff Sergeant, E5. They sent me to Iraq. I was an NCOIC, a logistics, and I had $4 million in logistics goods that I had to send back around the world and get rid of. $4 million. I got rid of it in $2.6 million in 4.5 months. I got rid of $2.6 million in 4.5 months with no list, no nothing. But I created it. I created it from nothing. Right? And I created this journal from nothing. I want you to know that. I created from nothing. Right? So that's the thing. Is you have that power to create. You have the power to create whatever you like to create. I created that from nothing. Just imagine being able to create something from nothing. Right? Be like water. Be formless. Be shapeless. Be like water. Pour water in a cup, it becomes a cup. Pour water in a pot, it becomes a pot. Like, be like water, guys. Like, that is the biggest thing. Like, that is the biggest thing. When you step into outside of that vulnerable space. So vulnerability is like you in a dark room. Like you in a room with other people, but you got this mask on. Like, it's like a mask, or you got cover on. Like, people can't see you. I wore it for a long time. I wore it for 30-some years. I was vulnerable in that area right there. Don't like to fail. And I'm telling you guys, the reason why I'm telling you, somebody else is on here right now listening and saying, man, he's been successful. I've written 7 books, published over 200 books. Man, I got, started companies. I was the chairman of the Development Authority of Snellville. Like, I was about to run for city council. We gave 7.5 thousand pounds of produce and food through the pandemic, because I challenged people. I challenged people through the, in the heart of the pandemic, because I challenged them with the SWOT analysis of themselves, right? It was strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats on yourself. Like, I challenged them to that. Like, I challenged them on that. And, we ended up 7.5 thousand pounds of produce and food during the pandemic. Like that's bananas, right? Like, and we did that. Like, we did that. It wasn't I was MSG Volunteer of the Year as a staff sergeant. I was in the military that was 2010. So I was in the military for 5 years. I'm talking about MSG Volunteer. Like, I went up to the wing, or, the corporate, I guess you say, on a military base. I went up to a master sergeant. I was an E5. She was an E7. So she we already know what she did. Like she used everybody in her section's information, and I used just mine, right? Like I'm talking about, I was a president of Airmen Against Drunk Driving. I was the vice president of Airmen Against Drunk Driving. I was 5th Air Force, 12 outstanding airmen of the year, and 27 months in the Air Force. I made E5 in 3 years. I put it on in 3 years, 9 months in the Air Force. I got my bachelor's degree 3 years, 5 months after starting it. All that stuff. Don't like to fail. Don't like to fail. Like, I don't like to fail. That's why, but, you know, I'm saying that stuff now because somebody feels, I don't like to fail, so I'm not going to do anything. Let's recreate that. If you had this course I would just speak about, it's a 2-day intensive course, okay? It's going to absolutely impact your life. Like, we talking about the credentials. I got an MBA. I got a white Six Sigma certification. I have a bachelor's in business. Bachelor's in business. I got experience. I used to train when I was in the military. I was a CPR instructor, trained hundreds of people, right? Like, I know how to do things. I know how to put things together. I know how to articulate my words. That's where you download this journal right here. If you want the actual copy, so you got it, and if you want an actual signed copy, let me know, right? Like, let me know. Hop in my inbox. Let's talk. Let's get into my group. Battle test it. What doesn't break you builds your brand. Jump into Discord, right? Like, let's stop playing games, man. The world is yours and everything in it is out there. Get on your grind and get it. The world is yours and everything in it is out there. Get on your grind and get it. Think about that, man. Like the world is yours, man. Young Jesus just didn't make a song. He made a statement to people, man. He didn't just make a song. He made a statement. The world is yours and everything in it is out there. Get on your grind and get it. The world is yours and everything in it is out there. Get on your grind and get it. It's nothing stopping either of us. Like, honestly, I've held myself back in this space of life. I've held myself back in the space of life. Well, honestly, even though I've accomplished a lot, I'm tired of freaking holding myself back. Who with me? Who with me? Like, let's go. Let's go take this thing to the next level. There's nothing stopping you from being the best version of you. It's not that we're inadequate. It's that we're powerful beyond measures. It's not our darkness that most frightens us. It's our light. It's not it. Who are we to not say that we're beautiful or gorgeous and do things in the world? Who are we not to? Who are we not to? It's not our darkness that most frightens us. It's our light. Like, how great we can be. It's not our darkness that most frightens us. It's our light. And so me saying that, man, it's really I failed the 3rd grade, man. I kept that my entire life for 31 years. So I embrace my vulnerability by sharing it with you guys today. Because I have to build the courage. Courage is built in the shadows. Power is revealed in the light. Because vulnerability builds loyalty. Vulnerability is leadership. Like, vulnerability is leadership, man. Because if you're a leader and you're not vulnerable, how can you connect with people? Be in somebody's world. Like, hey, how's your family doing? Like, what do your family have going on right now? What you guys got going on? It's people in the world right now that are down and out. That can only, it's people in the world right now that are down and out that can only receive your voice. They can only receive your voice. So here's what I'll share with you. Get off the couch. Get on the court. Get on the court. And when you get on the court, swing. Right? Get on the court. Shoot the basket. You know, LeBron, right? I'm going to talk about LeBron like LeBron. The greatest basketballer of all time. Arguably the greatest basketball. He's my GOAT. LeBron last night, he scored 8 points for the under 10 points for the first time in 297 games. No, not 200. 1,297 games. The last time he scored less than 10 points was in 2007. He started to streak in 2007. That's insane. And they asked him, how do you feel about the streak? He's like, I don't care. We won. Like, we winning. I don't care about that. We winning. Like, let's not care about, I don't like to fail. Let's win. All I do is win, no matter what. All I do is win, no matter what. Jeezy got this song called Win. Hey, guys. Hey, I got this vulnerability. I got this identity course coming out. This intensive. Man, it's an intensive identity shift course that's coming out. Man, I'm so crazy excited. Like, I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. It's probably why I look like a little bit sleepy, but I am excited. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. It's an identity shift coming, man. Let me tell you, it's an identity shift coming. If you want an identity shift, be here next week. Be here next week. You want an identity shift? Be here next week. Be here. Bring a friend. Bring 2. Bring 3. Have a journal party. Go on Amazon right now. The Journey of Being. If you're in Spanish or you speak Spanish, The Journey of Being. If you got a Spanish friend, go buy one for them too. Because I just published that today. Let's get it. Let's go. And let's take this thing to the next level. And it's nothing stopping us. Let's win. All I do is win, no matter what. Let's go. Right? One moment I'm excited. One day at a time, one moment at a time. We ain't black, man. Let's go, guys. Let's go win.